Hey everybody, I'm James Cebulski. Welcome back to EA Sports Hockey Ultimate Team Showdown. It's about to go down. You've been waiting for this all day. I've been waiting for this. Cheryl's been waiting for it. Oh boy. The Maple Leafs have won the draw and we are now underway. The Penguins have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Here's a short pass to Raymond. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. The Penguins gain control of the puck against the wall. He looks deep to Blitzfeld. Can't get a hold of that pass. Right on Main Street and on the attack. Great use of the stick on her part as she knocks it away. Quick pass to Clark. The Penguins have it in the offensive zone. Sends the pass over.
Whether you're a player or goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction, and you can certainly tell that it has come in handy for him because he makes an incredible save just by instincts alone.
Shot! Just gets it! He's in to keep it out! Wow! The Penguins looking against the half wall. I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. Shuts him down! Shot deflected! Stopped by the goaltender. They've really got him on their heels here now. Big time collision there. Trying to get the puck out of his zone. And they can't get it out. They're still under siege here. Scores!
Well, that's just a hard-nosed goal, and I absolutely love it. But it's not for a lack of trying on the defender's part. They jostled, they pushed, they shoved. They just couldn't knock him off balance, and he drove the net.
The Penguins draw first blood here in period number 1.
Now, it's been a bit of a scrappy play going back and forth here, James, but they get up by 1, and you've got to wonder if it now opens the game up.
Grabbed in the open ice by Evangelista. Great reflex on display tonight on his part.
As a defender, you love when your goaltender has this kind of rebound control. Makes your life so much easier.
And that goes off the side of the frame. Slides it up to Kennedy. Here's a shot. There's a great glove save by Lundqvist. Slides the puck across to Evangelista. Great read by Slavkovsky. Tees him up. Tremendous glove save by Lundqvist. Moves the puck to Stanek. Can't keep a hold of it. Moves the puck. Drills them. Gets it over to Myers. The Leafs cross the blue line and are on the attack. Feeds it over. That's intercepted. Roslovic's got it in the defensive end. Drives to the paint. Decides to think about it. Here's a shot. Way too much congestion blocks that. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. Angles it over to Howe. Turns it aside with the glove. And it's a quick pass to Doan. And it goes off a stick and off to the side. And we're going to face off after the offside call.
One of the most difficult things to do in hockey is manage the pulse of the game. And when you're trailing, you got to find ways to get back in it, to fuel, to ignite yourself, to push and dictate pace. Well, that hit right there is sending a very clear message that they're still in it.
Here in the later stages of this period, the Penguins have taken a 1-0 lead. And off the face-off, they take possession. Less than a minute to go here in the opening frame. And makes the routine save. The Penguins get a hold of the puck along the boards. Avoids the defender. And gets a piece of it with the trapper. Shot! There you go. Period number 1 is done. We're going to come back in just a quick moment with period number 2. Stay with us. A chance for both teams to refuel. They are back on the ice, and period number 2 is about set to go. Here we go, middle frame now underway as the puck drops. Well, Cheryl, how do you sum this one up through the first 20 minutes?
The Maple Leafs continue to find themselves chasing the game here, James. I mean, you look at the possession numbers, they really haven't had the puck at all, so they're getting worn down right now.
From the point, they take control of it. And he dodges the poke check there. And she blocks it.
Well, it was from such an area, a great A scoring chance. I don't think she thought. She just had instincts, relied on him, and got in front of him.
Toss up the puck after that hit. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Clark. Slafkovsky's got him along the wing. And he makes the save on that play. The Penguins moving ahead. Here's a chance in front. Oh, off the post.
The Penguins' lead in this game doesn't get extended.
Scores! And he puts home his own rebound.
Well, this is a second effort, and everyone on the bench erupts when he scores his goal, James. Why? Because he's tenacious on the play. He doesn't just shoot the puck. He finds his own rebound, and then he puts it in. That's a great play. I really like the effort on this goal, James. He gets the initial shot off, but then he continues towards the net, gets in behind the defenders who can't catch up to the rebound, and he puts it in.
The Penguins talked about getting off to a good start at the morning skate, but Cheryl, this is next level what we're seeing.
It really is. Through the first period into the second here, they've just dominated. The puck has been on their stick, and when they're in the offensive zone, they're not just on the perimeter, they're finding ways to get pucks to the net.
Can't maintain possession. The Penguins gain control of the puck. There's another for the hit parade. Oh, he'll feel that one. Takes the pass. And now he angles it across to Howe. Just a great defensive read there. And that's knocked away in the defensive end by Gunther. Puck picked up by Tanev. Takes the feed at center from the right wing. That's not going to fool him. And another save.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the Penguins have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Couturier swung the face-off here in the offensive zone. Great save by the goaltender who was in the right place at the right time. We got a penalty coming up here, and it doesn't reach the net because it goes off a stick. Whistle blown, stopping the play. Couturier's getting called for 2 minutes here by the officials.
Well, when you cross-check, it is black and it is white. And I'm telling you right now, that is a call all day long. The officials saw it. It is an undisciplined penalty.
The Penguins will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
First power play opportunity for this team. It's going to start in the face-off circle, getting possession with the win, and they're looking to set up.
Grabs the puck. Passes it over. Toronto's penalty killers get a hold of it. Hooks it away here in the neutral zone. Passes on over to Riley. Fires it on net. Easily turned aside by Lundqvist. Quick pass across to Bjorkstrand. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Myers. And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Riley's tripped up and the official's hand is in the air signaling penalty. Here comes the call. Rakir's been nabbed for tripping.
You have to constantly remind yourself to move your feet and get closer to the action. You wind up reaching, you take the feet out of your opponent, and you wind up with a tripping call.
How's it feeling there? You won't be next. You will not.
Well, things should open up for both sides here with a little 4-on-4 action.
Well, 4-on-4 is similar to 3-on-3. There's more ice available, and you can't just dump it in. You want to possess the puck and try and create numbers around the ice. That's 2-on-1s all over.
Toronto's got the puck against the half wall. Oh, how about that stepping up?
Get out the ice packs, hey, James? That's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot. He does exactly.
Chance to ice it again. It's an empty net goal.
Well, you're trying to push and create something with the extra attack. take advantage. You don't want to miss it, or you'll be going back to the bench with your head down.
The Penguins extend the lead to 3-0 here in the second.
There's a lot of game left to play here, and they open it wide up, James. 3-0, and there's a big difference when you have two or you have three. Now you can take an exhale, breathe, and get going.
Scores! Put in the power play!
Well, power play is most effective when you have multiple options. You keep your opponent guessing. That's exactly what they did, and they converted on it. I love that he fights for his space here to be able to get to an area where he has a little bit of time to get the one-timer off. He knows he's got to get off in a hurry, and he puts it in the back of the net.
Toronto's not out of the woods just yet, not by a long shot, but at least they made it a game, Cheryl.
They've made it a game, and they aren't out of the woods, but they can figure out a way to get out of them, and that's one shift at a time, and they can start right there with a goal.
And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Scores! Well, it won't count as special teams activity, but they still get the mission accomplished.
Well, it's also game management here. They recognize that that player was just coming out of the box, so it's attack mentality. They have the momentum, they have the pressure, they took it to the net. Well, this is just a beautiful transition. I mean, you go from defense to offense in a split second, all because you've got a great active stick with excellent timing. Just love the way that not only does he anticipate this play, but then all of a sudden he goes from defense to offense to get the goal.
Quick shot! And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Here's a shot! Stopped by the goal. Wait, no, it's in! It's in the net! It's in the net!
They can't blame the goalie on this one who's tracking the puck, and then all of a sudden it changes direction because it deflects off of a defender in front. Real tough puck luck.
The Penguins are nearing the intermission with a 2-goal lead here, Cheryl. I like the position they're in.
Yeah, they're in a great position, but they'll want to maintain this energy right through the period. You can see the coaching staff just tapping the backs, making sure they keep everyone focused, because this is also where your opponent gets very urgent.
Nice zone entry from the left. Grabbed along the boards by Stahl. Quick feed to Howe. Great positioning by the defender. And he sidesteps the check there. Been a fun night in the barn as we bring an end to period number 2, and there's still 20 more minutes of action to go here in regulation. Third period. Don't go anywhere. The final frame of regulation has arrived. It's period number 3, and it's about to go down. Here we go. Period number 3 is now underway. Okay, we've played 2/3 of this one here tonight. What do you make of what you've seen in this one?
The Penguins continue to lead in this third period, but the question is for how long, James? I mean, this has been a back-and-forth, action-packed game of offense. I don't know. I wouldn't like to play in this game because I was all defense, and there's none of it tonight.
Moves it quickly over to Raymond. And look at this. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here. Look at this. Moving to the middle. And here's the whistle as the goaltender will hang on for a much-needed stoppage.
Slavkovsky's done a great job of staying the course in this game here, James. You know, he could let the multiple opportunities that he hasn't cashed in on really get to him, but he doesn't. He continues with his persistence and his relentlessness to the net here, and it pays off in dividends as he gets on the board.
Face-off coming up, and Cheryl, a critical one at that for both sides here.
Well, you know that the goaltender is extremely fatigued. I mean, just look at the last shift. I mean, in their own zone, finding ways to get the puck out, and of course, the opponent just owning play, hemming them in, and finding ways to get the puck to the net. So they got to continue that pressure. And if you're on the goaltender side, you got to make sure you get it out of the zone and give him some rest.
Moves it to DeBrusque. On the attack along the boards. The Maple Leafs take possession in the defensive end. The Penguins have the puck now. Taken by Stanek. In close! Off the outside of the post and stays out. Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. 4-2 is the score. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. From the point, looks to make something happen. From a tight angle, throws it on net. They score! And it's a one-goal game after that one.
Well, that's timely execution, James, because there's still runway left. There's still hope they can get back in this one. You know, it's a hard shot, and the goaltender gets a big piece of it, but it still trickles in.
The Leafs have made this a one-goal game here in the third.
Might be the final dance in the third period, but there is a lot of runway as this team is on fire right now. And we saw that with that last goal as they're within striking distance. You can feel the energy. It's just popping out of them right now.
Dives in front of the shot to block it. And not much on that one. The Penguins take over on possession. Slides it quickly to Tanev. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Harmon. They've got numbers here. Sends it in front. Scores! What a finish on the play.
Some really great puck movement and speed to the neutral zone to gain that possession on entry, James. And it's all about driving it.
Picking the plot here in this third period by tying it up.
I always find it so interesting, James, and how the game shifts throughout it. And at the end of the game, finally, there's a sense of urgency. And because of it, they're able to capitalize on the scoring chance.
And a good use of the body to knock the puck loose. Great defensive effort breaking up the pass. Takes a slap shot from the point. Made the stop on the play. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen.
Clark's been showing the different layers to his game with a multiple-point night here, James. Just knowing how to distribute, just having an uncanny sense of where the puck is and where it's going to be, and that's anticipation. When you have that kind of ability, you know you're going to put up some decent numbers.
Here in the back half of this period, it's all tied up. And off the draw, they'll take possession. Toronto's got the puck in the defensive end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Here's a chance. Stopped with ease. Slafkovsky's taking it from his own end. Driving right to the front. They score! And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
Well, that's a huge shift, and you can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down. When a game is tight, you really got to roll up the sleeves, and it's always about the details, and it's often the leaders of the team that have the good habits that lead to opportunity, and they certainly needed this one. You can see it on the bench right now.
The Maple Leafs take it across the line. Here's a short pass to Tanev. Puts it on net. Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out. And that's blocked. The Penguins have it now. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. DeBrusque lugging the puck. Makes some space. Sets it out front. Puts it off the post. There's a collision. The Maple Leafs are across the line and into the offensive end. Can't pull the trigger. Rakir's got it in the defensive zone. Takes the puck at the point. Turned aside with the glove by Lundqvist. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Under a minute to play in this dandy. Toronto's looking to break out. Now he slides it up to Stanek. The Leafs have pulled the goaltender here. They've got the extra attacker out on the ice in hopes of a goal. He got all of that one. He hits the post on a wide-open cage.
I think I would have
Scores into the empty net. Carter, I feel like you must have had a few empty netters in your day.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I was on the back end. I didn't have hands. So when I scored one, listen, I celebrated. I was down and out, fist pumping everywhere, even when it was the empty net. Well, you can see the body language on them, James, the dying moments of the game, and they're able to get the empty net goal. Everyone can take a deep breath here, as that should do it.
The Penguins maintain that persistence like they have all night long. They add the empty netter. I think that's fair to say. This is over, right, Cheryl?
Oh, it's over, James. No question about it. You can see the elation on all the faces and on the bench. They know it. It was a hard-fought battle, and they get the W.
The Maple Leafs will play it from the defensive zone. He's got a step. Oh, that was incredible. The timing could be bigger.
Well, no, in the third period, when you're in a close game, it's a bit of a track meet right now, and your goaltender comes up massive with...
Scores! And that's 3 unanswered goals. And as my mom likes to say, they're cooking with gas.
They're cooking with gas. And you can expect that they have put their opponents on their heels. This is a team that knows that they have worn their opponent down. Now they got to keep the pedal to the metal. James, when you enter the offensive zone and you have numbers and you have speed, you keep your opponent guessing. They have to communicate extremely well if they want to stop you, and in this case, they couldn't.
Some last-second communication with the D as centers get ready to drop the puck. The Penguins win it. Sends a pass over. Here's a shot. Just wide. And he coughs it up with the pass. 9 seconds and he makes the save. And there's the final horn, putting a bow on this one here this evening. The Maple Leafs take one on the chin tonight, and this is one that I think the coaching staff can also take some of the blame here, Cheryl.
Well, certainly, James. It's always difficult to know exactly when to pull your goaltender, but a goal goes in, it's deflating for a team. You just got to accept that you're not winning that one.
Hope you had as much fun as we did here tonight, and we will see you the next time. At least we hope so. From all of us here at EA Sports, take care, everyone.